सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Page 173, verse 23. मेखलाजिनदण्डाक्ष ब्रह्मसूत्रकमण्डलून् जटिलोऽधौ तदद्वासः रक्तपीठकुशान् दधत्। Lord Krishna talking about the ashrama dharma after dealing with the topic of varna dharma. Dharma means duties, those duties to be followed by different varnas and the duties to be followed by different ashramas. Having completed that varna dharma topic, ashrama dharma, 4 ashramas we know. Brahmacharya ashrama is the first ashrama. Student life, bachelorhood. Then grihastha-ashrama, householder life. Then vanaprastha-ashrama, ascetic life before sannyasa. Then sannyasa-ashrama, total renunciation. The 4th and final ashrama is called Turiya ashrama. Another name of sannyasa ashrama is Turiya ashrama. Turiya means 4th ashrama. Now from this 22nd verse onwards up to 30th verse, Lord Krishna dealing with the Brahmacharya ashrama vidhi, duties of a brahmachari. Initial stage of life, that is first 25 years. If we divide the 4 ashrama, one ashrama for 25 years, every ashrama 1 silver jubilee. Silver jubilee then. So Brahmacharya ashrama 25 years, Grihastha ashrama 25 years, Vanaprastha ashrama 25 years, then Sannyasa ashrama 25 years. This is ideal classification of each ashrama. If you want further, earlier or later, you can adjust few years this side, that side, no problem. It is not exactly the same age. That is what going on now. Okay. Now, Brahmacharya ashrama, according to Vedic constitution, we are talking. When we are studying this Brahmacharya ashrama, we should not get confused. Nowadays, nobody is following. Why? What is the relevance to study all this? We should not think all those things. We have to understand this much. Vedic constitution designs in this manner for an ideal lifestyle, healthy lifestyle for spiritual growth. Veda keeps that every human being's ultimate goal is moksha. That is Veda's intention. Every human being's ultimate goal or destination is moksha only. That is Nishreyas. That is alone is the goal to be achieved by every human being. For that, what type of lifestyle is required, Veda knows better than us. That is why Veda is equal to 1,000 mothers. We have to rely upon Veda because she is equal to 1,000 mothers. Veda designed this way, once the boy comes through all samskaras until Upanayanam. Before birth onwards, they start samskaras. Garbhadhanam onwards, Jata Karma, Namakaranam, Pumsavanam, all those things. Even the baby first they have to take out, there are prayers, there are rituals. You should not take the baby first time outside without prayers. Because first time baby is seeing the sky, first time baby is going to see the trees. Therefore there are prayers. After some rituals only the baby has to be taken out. That is the Vedic constitution. So like that samskaras until Upanayanam. Now we are talking after Upanayanam. Upanayanam means a thread ceremony. At the age after finishing all these samskaras, once this boy becomes Dvijahan. After thread ceremony, Upanayanam, Yagnopavita Dharanam ityarthaha. Once he puts that Yagnopavitam, he becomes a Dvijaha, twice born. That is another birth like. Then what are all insignia for him? What are all that he has to put? Vesham like indication marks. Or lingams they are called. Lingam means all indications, marks to indicate that this boy is in Brahmacharya ashrama. If you look at that boy, that person, you can understand this boy is in Brahmacharya ashrama. Immediately you come to know. They are called insignia or indications or marks. Clear? So in Brahmacharya ashrama, what are all marks are there? First he says, Mekhala. He has to wear that Angavastram is a deer skin, Mekhala, Angavastram. Ajinam, that deer skin he has to make use of, he has to carry wherever he is going. For asanam also. For asanam also he has to wear. That Mekhala means girdle near the waist part, he has to wear that. After that, danda, staff, he has to hold on the post. Staff means like a long stick. He has to carry everywhere. This staff represents Kaya danda, Vacha danda, Mano danda. So that these all insignia, indications reminds that his vows. Once you are wearing some vibhuti and chandan, it looks you are an astika immediately. You are a religious person. They are the indication marks. You are wearing kumkum, vibhuti, chandan. All shows what you are a religious person. Like that, here also, for a brahmachari, when he wears that danda in his hand, he is reminding himself, I am strictly following all my vows. I am strictly following my vows. What are they? All physical disciplines. Kaika. What are all I have to follow? I have to follow. Getting up early morning, taking bath first, then doing puja. Like that, all the niyamas he remembers by holding on to this danda. Then walk danda. This danda represents walk control, speech control also. Maximum the brahmachari has to maintain maunam. Maximum maunam. Veda adhyayanam anantaram. He has to do Veda adhyayanam. Therefore he has to control the speech. Vak nigraha. That danda represents Vak niyamaha. Then danda represents manasa danda, means mentally also the thoughts, pure thoughts I have to entertain. I should not allow those thoughts which are dragging me towards materialistic world. So this danda represents that. All the vows reminds to this boy who has gone through that Upanayana ceremony. Then he is wearing that Yajnopavitam. I said 3 strands are there. That represents Veda, Rigveda, Yajurveda and Samaveda. All the Vedas represents that Yajnopavitam, Paramam Pravitram, because it protects me. Gayatri protects me. Bhurvasvaha Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Every day he has to chant Pratah Gayatri, Madhyana Gayatri, Sayam Gayatri. He has to chant Saraswati Gayatri, Savitri Gayatri, like that they say. He has to chant. For all 3 varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, these Gayatri mantra is there. For others, Shudras and all, they also have Gayatri, but not Vaidika Gayatri. Everyone can chant Smartha Gayatri. Smartha Gayatri need not that means no restriction for that. Smartha Gayatri. That Smartha Gayatri I taught you in the class previously. That Smartha Gayatri is given to all other people to purify their mind. Therefore, Gayatri is allowed for all people, either Vaidika Gayatri for 3 varnas and Smartha Gayatri for 4th varna. So no varna is looked down upon in our society originally. Because in Smartha Gayatri there is no swara. There is no Vedic swaras are not there. Therefore it is allowed for all people. Even Hamsa Gayatri. Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahi Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat. Like that, these are all for Antara Sannyasa. Preparation is started in Brahmacharya Ashrama itself. That Gayatri Mata protects him. Then what next? Aksha. After Danda, Aksha means wearing that Akshamala. Aksha means that mala which has got 54 or 108 beads. If there are 54, 2 rounds you have to do Arohana, Avarohana, Japa. If there are 108 beads are there, 1 round you can do. There all, each bead represents alphabetic letters A to Ksha, therefore it is called Akshamala. Why Japamala is called Akshamala? Because first bead is Akara Devata. All other letters are also each one Devata up to Kshakara Devata. Alphabetic letters are all compared to Devatas. Therefore, as you are moving the bead and chanting the Japa, you are remembering that Devata. By chanting Japa, you get a lot of control on your speech, mind and on physical body. Therefore, Japa gives tremendous power for a person to withstand even difficult situations. Trivial situations when comes, you can withstand with them. Adrishta phalam it gives. So everyone has to do Japa every day. By sitting for some time Japa, afterwards mentally you can chant wherever you are. Anytime you can chant. For japa, there are no any rules and regulations. Understand? Japa, everyone can chant. Anytime you can chant. For that, there are no restrictions. Jakaro janma vichchedaha pakara papanashanaha. Janma karma haret yasmat tasmat japa iti uchyate. You know that? So therefore, japa is very, very important in one's life regularly once they practice. It gives physical health, mental health and spiritual health. Finally, even for worldly people, materialistic people also, if they do japa, they can withstand in all calamities, crisis they can withstand. We can advise that it is a universal tonic. Japa is like a universal tonic for everyone. That is through Akshamala. So Rudraksha and Spatika are normally given to sannyasis or sannyasinis. All others can wear tulasi beads. With the tulasi stem, they prepare beads and you can wear that. Other than Rudraksha and Spatika. Rudraksha and Spatika are given to sannyasi, but nowadays all are wearing. Okay, we cannot say no, but strictly speaking, that is the ideal to wear. Brahma Sutra. Here Brahma Sutra means Yajnopavitam. Brahma Sutra means Yajnopavitam because Yajnopavitam is that you are eligible to do Veda Adhyayanam. The Brahmachari after Yajnopavitam he can do Veda Adhyayanam. Veda Adhyayanam also 6 months they teach Veda and 6 months they teach Veda Anga. So throughout the year they don't teach Veda. Siksha, Kalpam, Vyakaranam, Niruktam, Chandas, Veda Angas are there. Ancillaries. They have to study 6 years Veda Anga, 6 months Veda Angas, 6 months original Veda Adhyayanam, Veda Parayanam. So first Veda Parayanam, that means Shabda Grahanam. Later only Artha Grahanam. First Shabda Grahanam, later Artha Grahanam. Word to word meaning Veda Bhashyam they have to study. What is the meaning of that mantra? A small boy, 8-year-old boy, 9-year-old boy, he cannot understand the meaning. Veda Artha cannot be grasped at that age. Therefore, they have to give only Shabda first. Once the boy is grown up, 12-year-old, 13, 14, 15 years, they start teaching Bhashyam, Veda, Artha. This is the system of in Gurukula. That's what he says, Krishna says. Brahma Sutra, having taken that Brahma Yajnopavitam, he has to, that means everyone who has taken Gayatri Upadesha must have Yajnopavitam. One should not remove at any time until, if they want to take sannyasa, only they can drop that Yajnopavitam. Otherwise, until death, you have to keep that Yajnopavitam. That boy should not remove that. But nowadays people are removing that and putting to that ani that is hanging there. We are not supposed to do that. That is Mahapapam. Because it is a vow, you have to wear that 24 hours, 24 into 7, 360 days, lifelong. This is a niyama. All are discipline's sake. So you are doing Gayatri Avahanam. Oh Mother Gayatri, please protect me. Gayatri means nothing but Veda. So, oh Mother Veda, please protect me. So you are seeking blessings from her. How can you remove that Yajnopavitam? that it protects you actually. It gives Brahma Tejas, it gives health, it gives Vak Shuddhi, it gives a tremendous mind control. Therefore, that he has to put, then Kamandalun, he has to take the pot with water pot, he has to carry. The Kamandalun is not a clay pot, it can be the brass or some type of wooden they carry. So they keep to clean their hands, to do achamanam many times, to make wherever they want to sit, they sprinkle water and they shuddhi, and darbhasanam. Pushan, he is going to tell that he should not sit on the bare floor. He has to put that darbhasanam. Next line you see, jatilaha. Jatilaha means matted hair. He should not take head bath daily and combing the hair, keeping the comb always at the back of the pocket. Nowadays they carry comb, and the CV, they carry that and combing everywhere, wherever mirror they see, they carry. They dress up their hair, hair dress. They are not supposed to do that. Too much importance should not be given to hair and nail. Therefore, give what is there in your brain is important. What you are wearing is not important. All these external indications meant for internal disciplines to be followed. External indication marks should not just be external all the time. They are all meant to remind you to follow many disciplines. This we should not forget. Nowadays what is happening, it becomes just a fashion of the day. What? Upanayana karma, fashion of the day. And all namke vasti, skeletal form, they are all there. That is why you cannot see that tejas in the face of that boy. When they are speaking, the words, when they are coming, the efficiency, the skill, why we don't find? Because they are not doing Gayatri every day. Those who do Gayatri every day, you can see the immense change in their personality. That is possible. Because that's why Kanchi Paramacharya says always, start your office work after 10 o'clock. Finish your office work by 5 o'clock in the evening. Don't bring your office work to home. Okay. Up to 10 o'clock in the morning, you have to do your Nitya Karma, Nitya Naimittika Karma. Whatever you have to do. Puja, Sandhya Vandanam, Samidadhanam, Agnihotram, suppose a Grihastha, he has to do that. And Panchamaha Yajnas. All these are given up to 10 o'clock. Yoga Abhyasa, Japa, Dhyanam. That's why up to 10 o'clock, no SMS, no WhatsApp, no any mails and all. Strictly you have to follow. I have to keep some time for my sake, my sadhana's sake. Sadhanas, always sadhanas, we should not have, and sadhanas, asadhana buddhi we should not have. That means the means should be always given importance. These are all sadhanas. Upon sadhanas, I should have sadhana buddhi. These are the means given for my spiritual growth. I should have that bhavana. Sadhane, sadhana buddhi. Asadhana buddhi should not be there. What are all these things and all? I don't care, I don't bother. No. It is not congenial to that person or healthy to that person. It is not good for that person anyway. Similarly, sadhane, sadhya buddhi should not be there. Sadhane, sadhya buddhi means what? Sadhana means a means, like a transport is a means. Every sadhana is a means to go to that spiritual higher dimensions. So sadhane, sadhya buddhi should not be there. This is the destination. Doing every day Panchamaha Yajnas is my goal of life. And chollakude. Doing Sandhya Vandanam is my goal of life. No, it is not a goal. It is a sadhanam. Agnihotram, it is a sadhanam. Japa is a sadhanam. It is not a goal. Many people have sadhane sadhya buddhi. Sadhya means goal, destination. They consider lifelong, this is my main goal of life. What? Performing all these rituals. All these rituals are sadhanam, my dear. They are not sadhyam. They are not a goal. Moksha prapti is the goal. Atma jnana prapti is the goal. Don't forget, Paravidya, Brahma Vidya is the goal of every human being. Therefore, sadhane, sadhana buddhi should be there. Sadhane, what should not be there? Sadhane, asadhana buddhi should not be there. 3 points you have to note. I am using Sanskrit words. These are all familiar. Sadhanam and sadhanam, a means that which takes me to the higher level of my life. Sadhane, sadhana buddhi. Number 1. A means is a means. I have to look at it as a means. It helps to me to achieve my spiritual upliftment. Then second point, sadhane, asadhana buddhi should not be there. That means negligence towards sadhanas. What are all given? Sadhanas, japa, tapa, pranayama, meditation. What are all disciplines given by our Shastra? These sadhanas, I should not ignore them. Asadhana iti na drashtavyam. They are all not useful. They are all only old practices. That is called asadhana buddhi. It should not be there. Sadhane, asadhana buddhi should not be there. Then what is the third one? Sadhane, sadhya buddhi also should not be there. These sadhanas are the means and end by itself. One should not think. You are sitting in the vehicle to reach the class. You have to reach the class and get down from the auto or car or scooter, whatever yanam vehicle you are using, you have to come. Or you are coming by 11 number bus, walking, suppose. You have to stop and enter the hall. Yes, that is called sadhyam. But some people take that sadhanas, go on traveling by that vehicle, go on. Where you are going and I don't know. Destination you should know. You have to stop at one point. The means also, I have reached the destination. What is the destination? Mental refinement, jnana yogyata, guru prapti, shastra prapti and jnana prapti. All these are the sadhyam. Therefore, sadhane, sadhya buddhi should not be there. You should not take it as an end. It is only a means. End is what? Moksha, final moksha. These are all intermediary. Understand? So, sadhane, sadhya buddhi should not be there. People are either in these three only they are roaming. What? Sadhane, sadhana buddhi is not there. Sadhane, asadhana buddhi is there, or sadhane, sadhya buddhi is there. That is the problem. Therefore, you require a guru who can say that, my dear, you must have sadhane, sadhana buddhi. You should not have sadhane. What buddhi you should not have? Asadhana buddhi you should not have. Sadhane, sadhya buddhi also you should not have. That guru has to come and remind. Otherwise, we do not know what we are doing, how long we have to do, where to stop, how to do all this. How can we know? Lord Krishna beautifully presenting Jatilaha. Don't give too much importance to that body. hair, skin care, nail care, hair care. Too much importance to the physical body should not be there. But we should not take literally. Therefore, I don't want to take bath. And then we will without bath, without washing the face. But don't take literally. Here it says, don't be obsessed with physical appearance, is the meaning. Don't be obsessed with the physical appearance. That is important. So, two extremities, either over obsessed or not taking care of the body. That's why Kalidasa says in Abhignana Shakuntalam, Sharira Madhyam Kalu Dharma Sadhanam. Body is very important, means maintain that. That is very important. Adhauta tadvasaha. Adhauta means not washing all the time. What paste I have to use, what brush I have to use, how long I have to use. Too much obsessed people about paste, brush, cleaning. Too much obsessed. Adhauta means here don't wash your face and mouth. But don't take it literally. Okay, don't be obsessed with too much cleaning and artham. That is the meaning. Then vasaha means vastram also. Too much obsession with dress. What dress I have to wear? If you spend your whole time for dress only, what will happen? You cannot learn higher knowledge, higher thinking won't come to you. Because you are spending your energy thinking all the time, nail care, hair care, dress care, all this care, different colors they are putting nowadays. Okay, all those things they are doing. Vasaha means vastram. Dantascha vasascha. Dadvasa. Dadvasam sinaha. Na dhautani yasya saha. Adadvasaha. Then arakta pithaha. Don't be enamored the seat where you are sitting. Rakta pitha means decorated. Rakta means exactly red carpet, like red asanam. Don't give much importance to your seat where you are sitting. Rakta pitha. It should be arakta pitha, means you have to use what pitham? Kushalan dadhat. Kushalan means darbha. That kusha grass is very sharp. If you hold brahmachari is supposed to always carry that darbhasanam. Wherever he goes, he puts the darbhasanam and sits on that. And darbhasanam represents and that kusha is very sharp. Your mind is also very sharp. It represents that. Kushagram. They compare to that. Kushagra buddhi. You go on sitting on kusha grass, darbhasanam. Your buddhi also like kusha, sharp buddhi. Otherwise blunt. Your buddhi becomes so blunt otherwise. So these are all things indicates how I should be, what I have to follow, for what purpose. They are always reminding me. All this dadhat means he has to carry. Carrying all these things either in the neck or in the hand or to the body, whatever he has to carry, he has to carry. Dadhat means he has to carry. Darbhasanam. Now next verse we will read. Verse number 24. Snana bhojana homeshu japochare chevabhyatah na chindyan na swaros न स्वरोमाणि न छिन्द्यान्न स्वरोमाणि कक्षोपस्थगतान्यपि. I said already, don't take literally. All this tells us don't give too much importance to your body, outer external appearance is the idea. Okay. Snana bhojana homeshu japa uchchare cha vak yataha. Vak, speech. Yataha means control. May you have speech control, means maunam. May you not speak when you are doing all these karmas. What are they? Snana. When you are taking bath, snana samaye. Vak yataha. You have to supply vak yataha for each one. Snana samaye vak yataha. Control your speech. Don't talk when you are taking bath. Okay. Bhojana, when you are eating, for these are all for brahmachari. Brahmachari is not supposed to talk while eating. Bhojana samaye vak yataha. He has to maintain maunam. Then homeshu, when they are doing homa, that samidadhanam, when they are doing, that time you are not supposed to talk. Anywhere homa is going on, one should not talk, really speaking, because all devatas are sitting there. Homa place, either this boy is doing that samidadhanam homa, or anywhere it is going on, we are not supposed to talk, because Veda mantras, Ghosha is going on. Once Veda mantras are going on, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Agni, all devatas are there. How can you talk? That means you are neglecting them, ignoring them, disrespecting them. Therefore, we should not talk. Any Veda mantra ucharana going on, आपस में बात नहीं करना. Suppose suddenly Hindi is coming. आपस में बात नहीं करना means don't talk each other. But what our people does? Any Vivaha mantra, Upanayana mantras, any Homa, Yajna mantras going on, we talk each other, and because we don't know the meaning of that mantras. Our party our chant Pandit Nirpar, Namakedikani, they go on everything except listening to that Veda Ghosha. They do. That is most disrespectful way of living now. It is not at all fair. Anywhere, any mantra I am hearing, shut your mouth. Very important. Because people have a lot of pressure inside. A chattering mind, mind always chatter inside. A chattering mind always have a pressure inside. The mind is chattering inside, it is talking. Lot of talking is going on inside. So there is a pressure inside to talk. Go talk. It is telling inside. Then what this person does? Just blurt out, pouring out, talking. Because no balance, no control, whether to talk or not, this is the place to talk or not, no discipline at all. They talk just like that. That's why control your first mental chattering. Then your pressure will be reduced. Chatting pressure. Otherwise, what you have to do? Allow that person chatting. Because otherwise they suppress, they get lot of psychological problems. That's why in our house also, anybody is shouting, let them shout. Allow them to shout. What to do? You cannot avoid. Otherwise, they pour that anger, the suppression upon themselves. That is why in our olden days, people allow any person is talking loudly, shouting, what to do? They allow them. That is a let out for them. That is a let out. That is allowed in Grihastha ashrama, okay, but not in Brahmacharya ashrama. Because this boy is living where? In previous verse we saw, previous to previous verse, living in Gurukulam. Gurukule Vasaha. After going to Gurukulam, and I will blurt out, I will talk as I like, and no. Next day they will give letter, go out. No. All after Grihastha ashrama is okay, because you have to shout, you have to talk, allowed, but not in Brahmacharya ashrama. So, Vag Yataha. Bhojana Samaye, Homa Samaye, then Japa Samaye, Japa. Then Japa Ucharana time also, one should not do any chatting, talking, even seeing SMS. Japam பண்ணிட்டே இருப்ப SMS பார்த்துட்டு வாட்ஸ்அப் பண்ணா என்ன ட்ரிங் ட்ரிங்னு வந்துட்டே இருக்கும் அந்த சவுண்ட். These are all lot of disturbances. Up to 10 o'clock at least avoid. Afterwards you switch on. Up to 10 o'clock this time is mine, morning. So no SMS, no WhatsApp. If anybody asks you, tell them what you are doing. Anushtanam, I am doing my sadhana. Boldly you can say, so that they also can practice some anushtanam they do. We need not feel bad for that. We need not feel. Really speaking, we have to feel proud for that. Why to feel bad? Morning எழுந்த உடனே நம்ம ஃபோன் பார்ப்போம் ஃபஸ்ட்டு. பகவான் மூஞ்சி பார்க்கறது இல்லை, ஃபோன் தான் பார்க்குறோம். என்ன வாட்ஸ்அப் வந்திருக்கா? அப்படியெல்லாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது. இதெல்லாம் விவகாரம். The more vyavahara, the more distraction. The more interaction, the more distraction. The more possession, more distraction. That's why our people always avoid distraction caused potential things. All these avoid. Too many possessions, too much obsessed with the profession. Some people obsessed with the profession, their job. They never talk with wife, children at the home also, and they go on and on doing work. That is also wrong. Profession obsessed. That is also another distraction. So say Brahmachari life is very, very disciplined and strict, because self-disciplined life will lead to, strict disciplined life will lead to self-realization. Strict disciplined life. I told you about this already. I heard this statement when I was very young. Strict disciplined life. If you follow, definitely you will get a refined personality, and you will get a guru, you will get a shastra prapti, jnana prapti, everything all will get. Therefore, it is possible. Japa samaye vag yataha. Don't talk when you are doing japa, even mentally or verbally. Mentally also no chatting inside. Then uchare. Uchara means when you are doing that, excretions. Mala visarjana time also no talking. Nowadays phone is always Brahman எங்க இருக்கான்னு தெரியாது எல்லாருக்கும். ஃபோன் மாத்திரம் எங்க இருக்கான்னு நல்லா தெரியும். எங்க இருக்கேன்னா சுவாமி கழுத்துல தானே இருக்கே ஃபோன் அண்ணா. They are hanging the phone in their neck all the time, and keeping one more media as in keeping earplugs inside. Go on laughing and talking on the road itself and going. With whom he is laughing we do not know, but he is talking with someone on the road. We are not supposed to do that. In the house also, all the time phone we carry to the bathroom, we carry everywhere. Where not, everywhere we carry. Vag yataha, you are not supposed to talk. Strict from morning 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock, full anushtanam. Avladana. That much only your job in the morning. Very, very difficult, no? Nothing is difficult. If you take it seriously, if you follow, other 10 people will follow in the family. Other members will follow. Later it spreads in the society. Therefore, be an exemplary. By just studying and ignoring the practice is not good. Information and implementation, both are important. Achara is very important. Okay. The next line, na chindyad na swaromani. Swaromani, even in the body, you know, the pedicure and all they are doing, you know, you are not supposed to do the pedicure. Ladies are doing all that. Cutting the hair, you should not cut the hair. Only sannyasi allowed to cut the hair, not anybody. Even shaving for brahmachari, shaving is not allowed, not cutting the hair, any part of the body. That is, the whole line is talking that. Our external hair or internal part of the hair, we are not supposed to do. That means what? Deha abhimana should not be there. That is the overall meaning. Okay? Brahmacharya life, you have to spend more time for learning. Otherwise, afterwards you cannot learn. After marriage, what you can study? What you can learn? By the time your attention span is decreasing and your sense faculties are also decreasing, at that time you cannot do anything. That's why study bachelorhood time, you have to be very, very disciplined, and you can learn. The Saraswati Mata Anugraha comes to that person. We should not miss that opportunity. Now different colors are putting, they are putting to the hair. Different cutting hairstyles are coming. Anyhow, that and all we need not bother. But what Veda says, we have to bother, at least appreciate them. Whether we are following or not, let us appreciate. Next verse, next page, page number 174, verse number 25. Reto navakiri jatu, reto navakiri jatu, brahma vratadhara swayam, avakirne vadahyapsu, nevadahyapsu, yata sustripadi japet. Sometimes when we listen all this, some guilt feeling may come for some people, because in our family some members are not doing this way of living, our children are not following, somebody is not following. This type of guilt we should not have. Instead of guilt, let us have an understanding or appreciation of those disciplines, how beautifully Lord Krishna has presented. Just appreciate, at least. That is very important. Now, Reto na avakiret jatu. Retaha means here, for brahmachari, this is Reta skhalanam should not happen. He has to buddhi, and buddhi purvakama, he should not allow that retas to go out, because your shakti is there only. Buddhi purvakama, you should not allow it to go out. This is our instructions to the brahmachari. Before marriage, they say avakiret jadu, it should not go out. Why? Brahma vrata dharaha. You are following Brahma vratam. Dharaha means you are holding that vratam, following that vratam, swayam, deliberately, wantedly, voluntarily you have taken that vratam. Therefore, brahmacharya vratadharaha. Brahma vratadharaha means brahmacharya vratadharaha. Here brahmacharyam has got so many meanings. Different meanings are there. I will give 4 meanings. First meaning of brahmacharya means remaining in absolute reality. Brahmani charati iti brahmacharyam. Remaining in satyam, jnanam, anantam, brahma. Existence, consciousness, infinite principle, Brahman, I am, remaining in that thought all the time. That is called Brahmacharyam or Jnana Nishtha. That is one meaning. Number two, Brahmacharyam means, Brahma means Veda. Veda means a Brahmachari studying Veda is called Brahmachari. A student of Veda is called Brahmachari, is called Brahmacharyam. Following the Brahmacharihood is called Brahmacharyam. Veda follower, student of Veda. Veda Nishthaha. Veda Nishthaha first means Veda Adhyena Nishthaha. Then second meaning is Brahmacharya means Antevasi, the one who stays near the Guru, Gurukulam, one who stay with his Guru is called Antevasi. He alone is called Brahmachari or Brahmacharya Pratam. Gurukula Vasaha ityarthaha. Then fourth one, Brahmacharya means celibacy. Upastha Indriya Nigraha. Not having any relation with opposite sex. Strictly celibacy, you know. They are not supposed to talk with girls. Before marriage, boys should not talk with girls. Even with one's own sisters also, too much friendship is not allowed. These are all கேட்கறதுக்கே நமக்கு ரொம்ப ஆச்சரியமா இருக்கு இப்போ. But they are all very strict. They have to follow celibacy. Upasthendriya nigraha is that fourth meaning, strictly following. So Veda Nishtha to Veda Adhyanam, Brahma Nishtha to Brahma Vichara. Veda Nishtha to Veda Vichara it has to. Clear? First you have to follow all this. Then Avikirne Avagahyapsu. Suppose that happens without his knowledge. The Retas goes away. What he has to do now? Lot of prayaschitam, you see. How many given? Avagahyapsu. He has to take bath immediately. He has to take bath. Then Yatasu, he has to do pranayama. Then Tripadi, Tripadi is there. Yatasuhu plus Tripadi, Yatas Tripadi. Tripadi means Gayatri. Tripada Gayatri. 3 lines Gayatri, 24 letters of Gayatri he has to chant. All these are remedial rituals to be performed if that brahmachari is not following this discipline. How that mantras, Veda mantras they are remembering? Because they follow lot of disciplines. From morning to till night, if you go to Veda Patashalas, they are very, very strict. They follow. Why they do mundanam? Only tuft they keep. என்ன இப்போ முடி இருந்தேன்னா கண்ணாடி பார்த்துட்டே இருப்பேன். இப்படி பண்ணணும் இப்படி பண்ணணும் இப்படி பண்ணணும் நம்ம குழந்தை மாதிரி. அதான் குருக்கெல்லாம் போட்டுட்டான்னு முடி கிடையாது ஒன்றும் கிடையாது அப்படியெல்லாம் கட் பண்ணி முட்டை போட்டுடுவான். Therefore no need of mirror. Mirror, brahmachari is not supposed to see mirror also. அது சொல்லலை, நீங்கள் ஆட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. In some other context it comes. They are not supposed to see the mirror. Nowadays brahmachari is what? ஒரு கண்ணாடி ஒரு கொம்பு கையில் தான் இருக்கும் எப்போவுமே. அந்த முடி பண்ணிகிட்டே இருப்பேன். கண்ணாடி கிடைக்கலன்னா கார் கண்ணாடியோ அந்த ஸ்கூட்டர் கண்ணாடியோ கிடைக்கும். அது இருக்கே, எங்கே பார்த்தாலும் கண்ணாடி தான். பார்த்தீங்க எதுக்காக இப்போ இருக்கிற அன்ரெஸ்ட் இந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸில் காரணம் இல்லை டிசிப்ளின்ஸ் இல்லாததுனால தான். நீங்கள் எங்கே இருக்கோம் நம்ம வேதிக் லைஃப் ஸ்டைல் எங்கே இருக்க பாருங்கள். இதுதான் டைம் கேப்ன்னு, கம்யூனிகேஷன் கேப். Lot of things we have missed and we are missing also now. But we can revive slowly, gradually one by one. At least some of them. At least some of them we can practice. All of them at a time within one night you cannot practice. Difficult. It's not a revolution. It is an evolution. Next, what he has to do? Japet. That Gayatri Japa he has to do. Next verse 26. Ajñarkam. Okay. Ajñarkacharya go vipra. Ajñarkacharya go vipra. Guru vruddha suran suchihim. Vruddha suran suchihim. Samahita upasita. Sandhe chayata vagjapan. Up to 30th verse you have to hear about Brahmachari. 4 more verses are there. Now what he has to do every day? Anushtanam first. Agnihotram, Sandhya, Samidhadhanam. Samidhadhanam is called Agni. Prayer to Agni Devatas. Agni Devata is mobile Devata. Anywhere you can kindle that Devata, mobile Devata. Mobile is in the mobile. Now, namak illa Agni Devata illa mobile Devata. Phone is the mobile Agni Devata. People think without phone, without this modern lifestyle, how can I survive? They think. You can survive happily 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Keep them. We don't say don't use. There are good mediums. Now, very, very good media that is. Nothing wrong in that using them. But not at the cost of your sadhanas, anushtanam, achara. Don't skip them. Okay? Let the people know after 10 o'clock only is available. That's why don't disturb the people in the morning. When they are doing japa, puja, dhyanam and all. We are not supposed to call. Early morning a phone call, ring, everybody is dhyanam pannum. Therefore, you stop doing phone calls early morning to others and you avoid others to call you also. You tell them what you are doing or not. I am doing my japa, I am doing my dhyanam, I am doing my anushtanam, nanna dharanama sollala. Tappe illa. Adikappuram pesing, wow, which time you want to talk, you talk. Okay. After evening also, again, Sandhya Kalam. Pratah Sandhya, Sayam Sandhya. Sandhya time also, again, Bhajana, Japa, Dhyanam, Puja for Bhagavan. Then Agni Puja first. Arka, offer Arghyam to Surya Bhagavan. After bath, every day they have to offer Arghyam. Leaving the water, that habit is there. Those days they take bath in the river and they leave the water. If in a bathroom, shower kila, leave water. You bring that patram, water and leave that to Surya Bhagavan and do Surya Namaskara. Kankanda Daivam, visible God. Therefore, Arka means sun. Then Acharya, one has to do Namaskara to, because this boy is in Gurukula, immediately has to go and do Namaskara to his Guru, Sashtanga Namaskara. Go in the Gurukula, there are cows. So this boy has to go and do Pradarsanam to the cow and do Namaskara, and he has to touch the cow and to his head, eyes. Go. Then Vipra. Vipra means those Pandits, Brahmanas, Veda Panditas. He has to do Namaskara to them. Then Guru. Here Guru means all who are all superiors. Those who are superiors in their knowledge, in their scholarship, they are called Gurus. And next one is Vruddha, old people. Age-wise they are old, elders to you. Immediately you have to do Namaskara for them. Who? Brahmachari. Okay. Then Suran, Devatas, all Devatas. While doing Achyutaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, all these Devatas they have, Vriksha Devata they have to do Namaskara. Varuna Devata, Agni Devata, Surya Devata, Nakshatra Devata, all Devatas they have to do Namaskar. When Shuchihi, after bath, not before bath, all Namaskaras I do. But bath in casuality, people are, the children, they are not taking bath up to 12 o'clock. அது சொல்லவே கூடாது. எனக்கு சொல்கிறதுக்கே கூச்சமாக இருக்க, வெக்கப்படணும். நம்ம அப்படியெல்லாம் இருக்கக்கூடாது. வீட்டில் எழுந்த உடனே பசங்க வந்து குளிக்கணும் ஃபஸ்ட்டு, அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் எல்லாமே. ஓகே, சுச்சின்னா ஆல் தீஸ் ப்ரேயர்ஸ் டு பி டன் ஆஃப்டர் டேக்கிங் பாத், பியூரிஃபையிங் ஒன்ஸ் ஓன் பாடி. மோர் இன் த நெக்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ். பூர்ணமத பூர்ணமிதம் பூர்ணாத் பூர்ணமுதச்யதே पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ.